best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington football team. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Brady.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. This is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 49. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
54. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
Back deep, Antonio Brown. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur. I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Second and 5 now. Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Again, they'll throw with Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Chase Young, his 2nd sack of the night.
It's just a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So that one will be accepted. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Taken down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
45, Mike, 45. Rip right.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is brought in by Gibson. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A a 10-yard touchdown run. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
Makes this Washington 7. Buccaneers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The tackle made by Matt Ioannidis. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The first quarter with this Washington 7. Buccaneers nothing.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got Evans. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Tampa Bay.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 24, Brady. The left side completion to Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he steps away. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but now it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. A run here for J.D. McKissick. Levante David in on the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Sean Bunting.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it.
That he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he finds McLaurin. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And Washington has taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes this Washington 14. Buccaneers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Operating from the gun. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The gun, Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 49 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now Washington Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, and he'll complete this to Gibson. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Take over first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick here is good. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get, and you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Pickup brings up second and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. I'm coming!
54. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Back to throw now on first down. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So after the INT, it's Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On second down now, it's Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Down.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. On play action, they'll throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Washington! Curtis Samuel, 46 yards. And Washington has retaken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10. at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
First down, Tampa Bay.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
First and 10.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
On first down, Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Washington 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
45 to the mic. Green jack. Red. 45. Check mic 45. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 8. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
10 at the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now left side on the swing pass. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. We'll find Gibson here complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
You don't see me in your nightmare, son. You don't see me real. Check it.
On 3rd down, Gibson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
45. Mike, 45. 45 is the Mike. Watch the out. Watch the out. Check 45 is the Mike. Check.
2nd and 9 now. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And Washington has once again taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now this throw caught left side. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
To Mike Evans.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards.
First down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Brady now on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, do you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
To throw. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Game on the line. Season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Extra point splits the uprights, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then
and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards.
Incomplete. Brings up second down and 15 yards to go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll look to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
For T.Y. Hilton. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 15.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Buccaneers are moving on in these playoffs as we say thanks.